Hey guys, what is going on? In this video, I want to talk about why SMMA is good, but what I'm about to share with you is better. Now, what I'm going to share with you in this video is a brand new method that we've used to discover new audiences so that you can create a solution to their problem. Now, we call this the broad method. You see, after working with over 200 agencies over the past 12 months, there has been a dramatic shift in the agency space. Everyone is targeting the same audiences. Everybody's using the same channels of outreach. Everybody is doing the same offer. Now, if you think about the pure concept of SMMA, social media marketing agency, what you're essentially doing is you're filling the knowledge gap between your target market and the result that they want. So your target market has a specific result or outcome that they need or want, and you basically fill that gap. So if you start your agency or your SMMA from that standpoint, and you really doesn't have to take too long, like 2 weeks of research into understanding your market really well and doing market research, then you'll be able to grow your agency much more sustainably and also make a lot more money because you're going to have a genuine solution. Historically, every agency guru has said you need to niche down, but actually the reverse is true, especially when you're starting out. Now, the common theory goes, if you niche down, you'll be able to get the result a lot easier because you can make fulfillment copy paste. But the thing is, if you dedicate yourself or chain yourself to one audience forever in perpetuity, then you're going to suffer the consequences of that niche getting saturated, the cost of getting a client being too expensive, and the cost of fulfillment too expensive. So you need to be able to adapt as an agency owner. And so what we do with the broad method is we basically run a broad campaign where you can target lots of different audiences with a key outcome that you can help them get. Now, this is actually a really important marketing concept. It's called the lift note concept. In the 1950s or 1960s, whenever they started direct mail order, actually, I think it was a lot earlier than that, in the 1930s, what they would do is they would test a new offer or a new angle for an existing product by using what's called the lift note. Now, the lift note was a little note that was on top of the direct mail package. And what it did was basically tell the person a little bit about what was inside the package. Now, they would test different lift notes to see which offer worked best. Now, being in the 21st century, we don't have to do direct mail with a lift note. We can just send an email with a subject line which acts as the lift note. And so why am I talking about all of this? To use the broad method, you need to come up with a really good angle or hook or way to describe the outcome that your product can get your client so that you can test that offer. And then once you've tested that offer using the broad method, you can use it a couple of different channels for the broad method, then you'll be able to determine based on the responses you get if the offer is good and which audience needs that offer. Now, once you determine which audiences are responding, once you determine which offer is good and which audiences are responding, you have data-backed information that validates your agency growth. So what I'm going to challenge you guys to do is if you're starting out, you're wanting to get to 10K per month, or even if you're at 20K, 30K, and you're starting to lose profit margin or you're struggling to scale, what I suggest is using the broad method, find untapped audiences and test different offers quickly to validate your next phase in your agency growth. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.